Hey guys, this is Raghu Reddy here, and welcome to the show. On this episode, I have a very special guest, and his name is Rey Javellana. Ray, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Raghu. It's a nice thing to be here. I've seen your videos, so I hope this is going to be useful for your audience.
Yes, awesome. This is fantastic. So, where are you located, Ray?
Located in Metro Manila, the epicenter of Southeast Asian's COVID-19
Okay,
infection. Yeah.
okay. So what do you do, Ray?
I'm almost retired now. My focus right now in my career is just to build up my team, build up my people. And I hope to develop a lot of MDRTs. My goal is actually eventually to have 40% of the team of financial advisors that I handle, about 40% of them becoming MDRT, which is the measure of excellence for financial advisors.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That's really wonderful. To have
Yeah,
40% of your team to be MDRT, that's really awesome.
yeah. It's a very ambitious goal, but you have to be ambitious if
Yes,
you want to.
yes. That's right.
Yeah.
So, since how many years you're into this field, Ray?
I've been in the industry for 20 years already, but I have over 45 years of work experience. So I was recruited into the industry quite late in the middle of my career. Still, it's good. It's been good. The journey has been good.
So, it's such a long time that you've been in the industry, and you should have seen a lot of ups and downs. How has it how has it been, the journey?
Oh yeah, well, ups and downs. The downs are normally a way for you to see what's up there, and then you reach for that. When you get there, you go down again. They see another thing, you keep on going up. It's like the career is always like everything else. It's a spiral of up and down. But generally, if you trace your beginning and your where you are today, it should be much higher than where you started, because everything is a learning experience. There's nothing really bad about what happens to you. I don't even think there's bad decisions. There's just decisions that carry you through into the next phase. And it pays to keep your eyes and ears open for learning and get around whatever troubles you.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Yes, fantastic. So, you came a long time back into the industry. So, you've seen a lot of changes. So, during those days when you came in, how did you overcome the struggles that you faced?
Well, I've always been a hard worker, Raghu. I've always believed that when you get into something new, the struggle is to learn the business as fast as you can, and you put in the most effort that you can in the beginning so that you learn it very fast. You put in extra hours, it's longer because this is a business, and any business can't be learned overnight. You have to do something extra. And later, you can relax when everything is already set in place.
Well, that's wonderful. So, whenever you face those challenges and barriers, so how did you overcome those barriers? So, what is your driving force?
Well, first of all, the industry is really something. I've learned even a lot more now than before that this business is really about helping people. And if we focus on helping people, we will get to where we want to be. And that must be a sincere desire to help people. Whenever you do something, you think about your customers, you think what is best for them, and you think about the best ways that you can reach out to them, and they can spend time with you and listen with you. And essentially, that's what MDRT wants to teach. And I've attended quite a number of MDRT conferences, so I've learned a lot from the other speakers there. But if essentially everything boils down to a few important things, and the core of that is really the desire to help people.
Well, that's awesome. Fantastic. So, you see, today the marketplace has changed, the economy has changed, and the future is definitely not going to be like the past. compared to
Oh yes.
whatever maybe you've seen in the past. This is
Oh,
really a dramatic change, a paradigm
yeah.
shift. So,
Yeah.
how
New
are you?
landscape.
How are you and your team geared up to meet the future challenges?
Well, the challenge really was that in the past we relied so much on actual face-to-face encounters with our clients. And today, because we could no longer do that, we have to shift to the digital platform. And that's been the I think the core of our efforts in the past 4 or 5 months to shift our people from that face-to-face physical thing to just doing things online. Fortunately, our company is way ahead, I think, of most companies. We've already started with the digital platform even before COVID-19. I've already done my meetings with my team online. I have done instructional videos even online before that. So it was smooth for us to transform into that platform. But I still have agents who need to get over their fear of even touching the computer.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Well,
There'll be a group of those people. Yes.
yeah, there will be, but I keep telling them, you guys have to learn to embrace already the new normal. It's all a mindset.
Hmm.
Get it to our minds already that this is how things will be.
Hmm.
And if you have problems dealing with the internet, you face it and you ask me how how else can you solve your problems. There's always a solution because other guys have done it before you. All you need to do is really just put your mind into learning it too. And then you don't get old that way. When you learn something, you remain young.
Yep, that's right. Awesome, awesome, fantastic, fantastic. So,
Yeah.
what's really right now? What's your why? What's your real driving force right now at the point where you're right now?
Well, it's really a spiritual thing, Raghu. Um, my belief, and I've seen it very clearly when I do a lot of prayer and contemplation. And I do know and I understand that I'm not here by accident. Somebody up there had designs that eventually placed me into this industry. But although it was quite late, it was not without reason because a lot of the things I do in my team today depend on my past experience in other industries, in my other endeavors. So I brought them all together into one in this experience. And right now, because of that, the strength of our team is really in the mentoring and coaching system that we have. Because my realization is that when people enter the career, there's so many things that they have to learn. Although it seems so simple, so many things that they have to learn that it takes patience, it takes a heart with compassion and understanding for others. It takes a deep sense of understanding and good communication skills to be able to listen to people, understand what they're saying, and come back with a response that they can resonate with. So it's for me, it came from my experience in my previous businesses and other work that I put together to my new life because now I have to deal with people. When I said this business is about helping other people, in the beginning it was helping my clients. Later on, it has become helping my people help their clients. So the goal is essentially to multiply what I can do in them by having a lot of them being able to do the things I've been able to do.
Wow, that's awesome, fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. You've been so long in the industry, so the question I want to ask is, whenever you faced a barrier, so how did you overcome that?
Well, several ways. Some of the barriers you don't overcome, just go around it. Just leave it there. It may not be that crucial. It may be something that you thought was crucial. But if you really think about it and analyze it, it may not be. There may be other ways to do that. Sometimes I look at barriers as a signpost that tell me to take a different direction. So it's not a barrier. I don't spend my energies on something that I cannot solve, I throw it up there and say, Lord, you take care of that, I'll take care of this. So it gets resolved at the end. You get the results because I think barriers when they come up, first of all, they teach you a lesson. They teach you a lesson. You ask yourself, how did this barrier come about? And if you think that it was your actions that in the past that made that barrier come up, you learn those actions and you don't do them again. That way they will not appear again. Now if the barriers are a natural barrier, that's why they're a natural barrier, they're there. It's not your place to dislodge them. It's your place to study them and go around them and find a better way around the barrier. That's just how it is. I mean, if you want to get to the top of the mountain, you cannot tear down the mountain. You have to climb the mountain. that's the only way to go. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. So, Ray, you have been such a long time in the industry. So, what would be your advice to a newcomer to the field?
Well, for any newcomer, for me, it's very important that they come into the business already with their minds committed to what they need to do to be successful. And I think that for them to have an idea about what success means,
Mm-hmm,
they need to first have an encounter with some of the most successful people in this industry.
mm-hmm,
And then they need to say to themselves, I want to be like that person.
mm-hmm,
And then they have to find out what do I have to do in order to be like that person and achieve the success of that person. The logic is very simple. If you do what a successful person does, you will eventually wind up being successful yourself. And so they need to have to know that, understand and make that commitment, and then they need to have a good coach, a good mentor to make sure that that person, that coach or that mentor is checking everything the new agent is doing. And the agent must be very, very willing to submit himself to coaching and mentoring in order to learn. I know, yes, I studied the life of Kobe Bryant, the late Kobe Bryant.
mm-hmm,
And I'm such a big admirer of that guy because every day for him, the Mamba mentality was about getting better every day. So he would study all he needed to study every day in order to make himself better the next day by day. And he would spend more hours than anybody else doing his craft because he says, if I spend two more hours extra working on my craft every day, in 1 year, I am way ahead of the next guy who did not spend as much time.
that's right.
And that's something that I tell people that must be part of you, your passion to do it. Of course, I cannot expect everyone to be like that. But if I tell them, if they say to me, I am committed to making myself better and I will try my best to do that kind of work, then fine. You can have me as a coach. I'll coach you. I'll mentor you. But if you fail, I'll drop you.
Mm-hmm,
If you fail yourself, I'll drop you. I cannot be more committed to your success more than you. You have to be the most committed to your own success.
mm-hmm.
And
That's right.
if they're in that mindset already, I say, okay, fine, I'll give you a shot. I'll give you a shot
Wow, that's awesome,
to take
awesome.
them on.
Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. So,
Yes.
why does someone have to join you, instead of someone else? What differentiates you?
I think overall it's just really the coaching and mentoring system that we have. The
Mm-hmm,
everything that's there. I mean, all the things that a person needs. I have identified. I call it MASK. There are six. This MASK, MASKED. M stands for the mindset. So I will train you on your mindset.
mm-hmm,
I will train you on what kind of activities you do and how much you do of each activity. I will train you to develop your skills on the important things that you need to master. I will give you the kind of knowledge that you need in order to become the best at what you do. And there's a whole field, there's practically a whole encyclopedia of learning that you need to do.
mm-hmm,
And then there's ED. of course, that's your contribution. ED stands for electronic devices. You have to have a smartphone, you have to have a laptop, and you need to have access to internet, to fast data, and you need to be able to use the most basic of social media apps to be able to do this business. So it's right up there with the current situation. We have COVID-19. You should go out masked.
Yes, that's right. Well, that's fantastic. Wonderful, wonderful,
So
wonderful. Yeah.
yeah, so it's really the coaching thing because there's so much that they need to learn,
Hmm.
so much that they need to cover, and without coaching, I'm sure they'd miss out on many things.
That's really fantastic. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So, if someone wants your services or someone wants to join your team, how they can contact you?
Well, I am available on Facebook. It's
Hmm.
by my name, Rey J Javellana. So even on Messenger, I open everything because I know that I work with people. So anyone who contacts me, I respond to. I'm also on LinkedIn, and that's where we met, Raghu.
Yeah, yeah,
That's where we met. So I'm on LinkedIn, especially for people who are looking for career opportunities. I am there. I also do career advice on LinkedIn. So people who want to look for correct directions in their career, I ask them in particular what kind of future they want for themselves, and I advise them on what kind of decisions they need to make. And I think that helps a number of people. So I can be easily found there under my name, Rey J Javellana.
well, that's awesome. Fantastic. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So, Ray, it was really wonderful having this conversation with you, learning about your awesome journey for so many decades and the team that you're building. And you have a fantastic vision there of making almost everyone an MDRT there, so that, not
Yeah,
only you're growing yourself and reaching out to more people, as you rightly said, that this is people's business, and reaching out to
yeah.
people and making a difference in their lives is the ultimate mission that you're on. And I wish you all the very best for your future, not only to reach out to more people by yourself, but also to grow your team bigger and make it a world class team, so that they can reach out to more people and make a huge difference in the lives of people. I wish you all the very best.
Thank you, Raghu. I also wish the best for your show. I wish you to have many people coming in and being inspired and listening and watching so that they can make a difference in the lives of their neighbors, the lives of the people around them.
Exactly. You're welcome. Welcome. Thank you for that. Thank you. And it was wonderful having you on the show, Ray.
It's wonderful to be here.
Right. Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much.
Raghu.
Thank you.